In some people's minds, people commit crimes, and in some people's minds, some people are criminals. And in those people's minds, if you are a criminal, then you're no longer a person. I think this is why when the police kill people unnecessarily, there are some people who will rush out and try to find the victim's criminal history as if that is relevant to the discussion. The need to go find the person's criminal history, I think, is a reflection of like a cognitive need to say, well, that wasn't a person who got killed unnecessarily, that was a criminal, therefore it's okay. Alex Preddy kicked out a taillight in an ICE vehicle a couple days before he got murdered. Now, in some people's minds, that seemed to make the murder justified. That's an irrational, very emotional, non-logical kind of feeling, but I think it's explainable if you just say, well, the moment Alex Preddy kicked out that taillight, he stopped being a person and started being a criminal. And then in some people's minds, that just means any action that police take on that person is like fine, justifiable, not a big deal. This is relevant to conversations we have about prison reform. Whether you like it or not, most everybody who's in prison right now will one day be out of prison. When they come back out, are they going to be people who are better, or are they going to be people who are bitter? Like if you're really fucked up in the brain and you do a bunch of fucked up shit, and then you go to prison, and then you get out of prison, your brain's still going to be fucked up. Might even be fucked upper. And smart people look at that situation and say, oh yeah, that's not good. So we better do some sort of education, some sort of like psychological work, some sort of whatever it takes to make sure that person is a better off person when they get out of prison. But then there's going to be other people in the society who are going to say, no, any time that you spend money trying to make a prisoner like better off mentally or in his skills or whatever, that's money poorly spent, because you're giving money to a criminal, not a person. If I start talking about prisoners as people who are locked up, someone's going to say that I'm on their side, right? I'm not. I am accurately describing what they are, right? But they want me to describe them as just criminals, just cons, not people. And this is very clearly like the psychology that governs immigration systems in the United States right now. Illegal immigration is literally just being in the country with the wrong paperwork to give you permission to be in the country. It's literally a paperwork crime. And a lot of the people that ICE keeps picking up, ICE only knows about those particular migrants and that they exist because those are the migrants that are trying to get their paperwork corrected, right? Like literally by definition, 100% of everybody that they're arresting at a court date is a migrant who has their paperwork all fucked up and is working with the court system to try to get their paperwork straight. But you wouldn't know that listening to people who work for ICE or speak for ICE or work and speak for CBP. They all talk as if 100% of these people are like violent criminals, like hard gang members or drug traffickers or whatever. Why are they doing that? They're doing that because in those people's brains, in the brains of the people who run the administration, every illegal immigrant is not a person who did a paperwork crime, did their paperwork wrong. They're all people who are criminals, right? The criminality is like an essential part of that person's like soul.